How's it going there, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back once again to the workshop. So, as I said in my last video, I've bought myself a new truck. I've now got a Volkswagen Amarok. This isn't going to be the walk around video. I'll probably set that up as a different one once I've done this little job that we're going to get out of the way today. So, what am I up to? Well, on the side of it is a set of chrome running bars, side bars, whatever you want to call them. The truck is grey, it's got black accents, the chrome sticks out just a bit too much for me, and it's even a little bit high for me to get in and out of, to be perfectly honest. So today I've got myself a little job to get sorted on there. So if we go outside, we can have a look and see what we've already got. So yeah, this is the truck as just a quick view. So this is what I've got here. Set aside steps from AQM 4-wheel drive. They were supplied by Brute Status. Box of brackets here. All of the bits and pieces in there that you're going to need, hardware, everything else. So today, take off these chrome sides bars because I'm not a big fan, and I want people to stop crushing the bolster on the seat basically when they get in and out. So we'll whip these off and we'll see how easily one of these will go on. Having a look underneath on the chassis rails, you've got a couple of bolts. Well, it's actually one U-bolt that goes behind here in the chassis rail itself. So just two nuts and a couple up on there as well, and then you've also got a couple up on there. They're all 17 mils in this instance. On this truck they're all 17, so yours probably would be the same if you're doing it as well. And yeah, we'll see if we can get them cracked off and go from there. Went ahead and got the brackets all fitted. They're all loose at the moment, just so that I've got a bit of play when it comes to actually mounting them. The bolts underneath, they get really rusty. So yeah, wire brush, loads of WD-40. Okay, so unfortunately it's not the next day and it is about sort of 3 days later, but when I was working on the side steps, unfortunately it just got dark out on us and camera started acting up and all sorts. So hopefully you'll actually be able to see a bit of a difference because I now have bought myself a new camera. If you've been following me on Instagram, you would have seen that I've been putting it up on my stories, and yeah, finally got it all here, finally got it all set up and sorted in any case. So but yeah, in regards to the side steps, really super easy job. I think I needed like a handful of tools, 17mm spanner, 17mm deep ratchet spanner, and then also WD-40 wire brush. Now I did have a wire wheel on the drill, which makes life a little bit easier, but you don't actually need it if you don't have one. So just takes a little bit longer with a wire brush and a little bit more effort, but still, yeah, got them on, really super easy job. The only thing that I would suggest, because the bolts are underneath the car, is put in a good healthy bit of cop slip, anti-seize grease, whatever you want to call it. Just because basically if you ever need to take them off again, there's a high chance that they're going to be caked in crap and they're going to be hard to get off. But yeah, I'll show you a little bit around the steps that I put on there. Really pleased with how them side steps came out. They are just a really subtle and simple change to the car, but it makes a massive difference. Since I've had it, I've not actually worn or slid down off the seat on the bolster or anything like that, and anybody who's actually been in the truck, they haven't done it either. So that's a win-win. I'm happy all round on that one. If you've been following my Instagram, yet again, plug, You will know that I recently took the turbo from the mystery project to AET turbos in Wakefield. Now, can't thank the guys up there enough. They're absolutely fantastic. As soon as I walked in, they looked at it, they knew exactly what they was looking at, and it had actually been to them before. They knew from one number that was stamped on the turbo itself. So, yeah, can't really fault the guys up there. Really quick turnaround, really brilliant job that they've done. Absolutely any turbo work that you need, I can't recommend them highly enough. They're absolutely fantastic, reasonable for what they've done as well. There was a huge list for this turbo that was what was needed. They knew what had happened and what had actually caused the issue before I did, and they actually had the turbo. So I had the whole car here, I could have investigated it, etc, etc. They actually pulled the turbo apart and went, oh, that's happened, and that's why. I have actually got the turbo back yet again, you'll know if you've been following the Instagram. So I think it's only right if we do a little unboxing. Yes, I have actually opened it already. Just wanted to make sure everything was all 100%. Not that I had any doubts about AETs. They've been doing this stuff for years and years and years. They're a well-known name. I'm surprised I didn't actually know about them, but shout out to Kieran, who actually built the mystery project, for putting me on to them, because I don't think I would have wanted anybody else to actually work on this turbo. Aside from that, I was too excited. I just wanted to get it out, have a look at it, and yeah, so that is what it is. But yeah, as you can see, they have, you could probably say they've over-packaged it considering it's a lump of metal. In the box, they have supplied me with new gaskets for the turbo. Those two are metal. There is that one there which is a fibre gasket. I don't know if I'm going to have a look for a metal one, but that is what it is. I might see if I can find one. If not, I should leave it as it is. And then in amongst all of these packing peanuts, if I can get my hand down there, the turbo, considering how it went, I never thought it would look like that. I don't know how they do it, what they use, or what, but I'm absolutely gobsmacked by the way that this has come back. Absolutely every single part of the turbo has been cleaned and inspected. There's a little bit of oil or grease in there. That's to be expected though. But absolutely fantastic. I can't rate them highly enough. Everything's been marked, and it's just, yeah, quite unbelievable that the way that I took the turbo to what it is now. The other part for the turbo that actually needed some work was this manifold here. Now again, if it's something that you notice, it may well give away what car the mystery project is, but still, I'm not going to let you know just yet. Anyhow, this piece right here, this little insert. Now, when I took out the O2 sensor, basically, that took a breaker bar to actually get it out. The threads inside here were completely and utterly knackered. Now, again, as you can see, we've had some work done. This was done by Ben at Sawyer Engineering. He put this in his mill for us and took everything off here, and then he's also chamfered out the threads in there as well, so that will go in easier. Absolutely spot on work. Everything is flush, square, clean. I could bolt a sensor in there, and I'm 100% happy that will seal straight up to that. So the only downside is this manifold doesn't look as pretty as I'm guessing it once did. Now with the turbo, it looks as good as the one that we've got now. I think that would be a crying shame to bolt this to that. So we're going to work on getting that cleaned up. When I took the turbo to AETs, I was guessing that the seal from the cassette was leaking into the exhaust housing. Now, that I was sort of partially correct. The unit has wear and fine scoring to the journal bearings inside and outside diameter, and that was caused by oil contamination. Now, I had no idea that anything had actually happened oil-wise. I knew it was burning oil, didn't know that there was any contamination. So what I am going to do, just to be 100% safe, I'm going to take the sump off the car and just make sure that absolutely everything is 100%, reseal it, and we should be good to go. Bearing housing journal face had fine scoring as well. That was caused by the oil contamination. Turbine shaft journals fine scoring, 360 thrust bearing fine scoring, and the seal groove was worn. The excessive radial and axle tolerance on the rotor assembly coupled with the worn seals on the side faces caused the oil leakage. Lots of carburised oil build-up on the turbine shaft, seal area, back of the heat shield started to rub on the back face of the turbine wheel as well. So that was everything that was wrong with it. Like I say, from my guess of, oh, I think that one seal has gone, to everything there, makes a very big difference. So potentially I could have done those seals and then put it all on the car, potentially turbo, bang, and that's even more money. So the unit actually required a full new bearing and seal kit. It uprated 360 thrust assembly with total seals, turbine shaft and wheel, and then the heat shield as well. The bearing housing journals, clean assembly, balancing of the CHRA, and then calibration as well. So these guys are the people to go to. We've got one vital part of the car sorted. Now, it does also need a gearbox. Again, if you've been following the Instagram, you will know that I recently put a picture up with a pole of that car up on a ramp, which is the Unit 7 E36. That has been my drift car, still is my drift car, it's not going to change there at all. But the poll was basically asking, do you think we should make it a road car? Like road car, street, legal, drift car, whatever. You know, another car that we can take to shows and enjoy out on the roads rather than it sitting in here wasting away, basically. There was a very large return of answers on that poll, and everybody wants it on the road. So just before I do close out this video, just want to give you guys a quick little update. I am still fundraising for each, and this year we are really trying to hit a big milestone. This year alone, which isn't even the whole year, because we started fundraising for this year on the 20th of March, we've already got over £2,000 for this year's total. And I spoke to Shanice earlier on. I was asking the figures on the slide. She didn't know why, so she will know pretty shortly. Our current figure for this year is 2,146, I believe. Doing really, really well for this year. But, as I said, milestone. Shanice wants to hit £10,000. For us to do that, we need to raise another £730. So we're doing that this year. It's happening. We are hitting that £10,000 mark. We are going to do something great for a brilliant charity, and we are on it. This year is all about milestones. Shanice wants to hit 10,000 for each. We are doing that. We're helping her. We are getting to that £10,000 no matter what. I'm currently on a very low number of subscribers. I think 35, and I've got 71 followers on Instagram as it currently stands. Now, my goal for this year, by Christmas, 1,000 subscribers. That's where you guys can come in. You can help. So, if you like E36s and drifting, if you like modified Golfs, or even just Golfs in general, if you like mystery projects, it is Jap, it is Turbo. There's no telling what is sat under that cover. If you like any of that, and even trucks as well, give us a subscribe, give us a like, drop a comment down below of what you want to see. We are all hitting milestones this year. Shanice, me, you guys too. Whatever you've got planned for this year, you put your heart and soul into it, you will hit those milestones. Hope you're all having a brilliant day. Appreciate you sticking around. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.